had asked for a lot of dads to come out, or some men to come out and show up for students who didn't have fathers in their lives, right? What was this
For
at?
elementary school to have breakfast with dads.
Yes, all right. It was at Dade Middle School.
Yes.
This man is here. Everybody give it up for Reverend Donald Parrish!
Yeah. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing all right. So tell us a little bit about, because it went viral. I saw it all over Instagram, Facebook. It was everywhere. I saw it on the news.
Well, first, got to give all praise to God who's ahead of my life to the first. I'm joking. But thanks for building a whole brand new studio just for me. But that's great. You guys opened up a whole new spot for me.
We do what we do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So the school, Dade Middle School, and our church, we do a lot of things with Dade. And I'm the site-based SBDM. Every DISD school should have a site-based decision-making team.
Okay.
So if you're listening and your kid attends a DISD school, you can get involved because you can actually review the budget for the school. You're
Really?
involved in some, and every campus is supposed to have one. Now, not all of them are active, but that's not my fault, right? That's not, we just do what we can do. So I'm the president of that. Miss Tracy Washington, who is the principal, super talented principal, came and we're having a meeting and mentioned, hey, we got this dad's breakfast event. We don't have enough fathers. You think you can get 10 or 15? I said, well, let's shoot for 50.
How many did you guys have the year before?
This is the first year we done it.
Oh, okay.
First year we done it.
Okay.
But we were only aiming for, let's say, 50 because we thought maybe 60 kids would show up.
Right.
And so we were aiming for 50. So myself and one of the persons on the panel with me, Christina Dove with Big Thought, got on my social media and we just posted the same message. We need 50 guys to come by Dade next week. And that's 50 guys and my phone number.
Right.
And from there it just went crazy. We had over 800 contacts through DFW. I know because my number's on it, so they all called me. So I have a hard count on that. And 600 showed up at the event.
That is so beautiful.
Is
Can I tell you something? I
Wow.
understand that. I mean, honestly, really, seriously, I remember as a kid, my father died. He passed away when I was 6.
Oh, wow.
Right? So then when people would do stuff like that, or people, that's my dad, or the dad would show, you'd be like, dang it, I ain't got nobody to bring up in here. Like, I get it. And so that's so beautiful that you would do something like that. The men who volunteered, what did they say? What was it that made them do it?
That's interesting because we had men as far from Tyler, Waco.
Oh, man.
Coming out. We've gotten phone calls from Indiana, Philadelphia, Morocco, France.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. And so
Parlez-vous français?
and so I think, but when I asked them what made them passionate about this, many of them had stories like you. And then second, I think a lot of men just want to show up because the narrative is that black and brown men
don't take care of their kids.
Yeah, and that's
the
a
profile.
false a false narrative.
Yeah.
And you know what? We put that label, but when you put the call out, it just goes to show. If they know that they can help, they will show up.
They'll show up. They'll show up. And not only they just show up, these men were there to actively engage. We have all the contact information. They've been blowing me up saying, what is the next step? And I'm saying, wait a minute. I didn't realize I was leading the movement. So let me get my life together.
You have now.
We are talking to Reverend Donald Parrish, and he is the man that organized an event that had breakfast with dads, and all these 600 men showed up at Dade Middle School. So how did it become so viral? Like, we're looking at this all over, on TV. And
it's crazy. So the event was actually December 14th. And so we had like a little bubble, and typically after 24 hours, especially good nature stories just kind of go away. If it bleeds, it leads, right? And so, but we just around Christmas, it kind of picked up some more buzz. And then people around the state, and then we started getting calls from MSNBC, CNN.
Yeah.
I was on Fox and Friends, and let me tell you, as a black man on Fox and Friends, early in the morning, I was ready. So, like on the interview, people say you look nervous. I said, no, I wasn't nervous. I was ready to clap back. I thought I was gonna have to get on there.
You never know.
Fox and Friends. You about Trump?
Well, Trump was watching, so I wanted to make sure that I represented for the brothers.
That's right.
But then they asked me. They said, what about? They said, why are men important in the lives of kids or something like that? I was watching that because I thought he was gonna say, why are black men not involved?
And you were ready.
And I had my Martin Luther King quote, I had my Malcolm X quote, I had my Marcus Garvey quote. I was up that night studying. I was like, it was like a sermon.
So after they called you the N-word, what did you say? How'd you handle do that.
Before you go, let's change the subject though, because you got a new TV show coming out, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so
The Sports Preacher.
Is this all based off of this?
No. It just
okay.
you know what? When God shows up, and when He's ready,
He
for
showed
you,
out too.
when He's ready for you to do something, you know, He'll make a way for you. So we've been in. I started my little 4-way. I'm not nearly as talented as the people in this room, but I started with a podcast about 2 years ago.
Okay.
With a group of friends, which grew to an internet radio show, which grew to me working on station in Louisiana, Live 104.9. So just a shout out to the Brown family.
I love it.
And then from there, I said, you know, what's the next step? And so I've always wanted to fill the void. So we want to bring back the same spirit of the Arsenio Hall show with a sports feel too. And so, and we're going to tackle all current major events, relationships, the whole nine. So we'd love to have you guys on.
But you're the sports preacher.
The sports preacher, yeah.
So you be preaching sports or what?
Yeah, well, you know, it's a play on that, because I am an ordained pastor, so
Okay,
it's a play on names, and it is a sports theme. And honestly, I started out just to be a sports guy, but then all these current events, and then Donald Trump got elected, and I mean, just all these current events just kind of started seeping their way into my. So I said, you know what? Let me just be who I am.
Do you know what I often tell people that when it happens? Now I was just talking to Michael Sean about it yesterday. When things happen like that and it's organic and you didn't seek it, you didn't go out, then it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and
It's
so
supposed to be.
we have a very talented production team. Look how good God is. Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey, Montel Williams, Karen Osborne, their producers are working with me on my show.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm a nobody South Dallas preacher. You know what I'm saying?
Supposed to happen.
It is.
It's supposed to happen.
So God made that happen
All right.
for me.
I know that's
Yeah.
So why hasn't God listened to your prayers for the Cowboys?
Oh, you know what? Wait a minute.
Like you had to have prayed.
Wait. I heard you hating on LeBron James. Now let me.
I
No,
never hate.
he's on
I
LeBron
love
James.
LeBron
It's
James.
like Gary.
Oh, that was Gary.
I
hating
love
on
LeBron James.
Let me tell you something.
We're
man.
out of time. Appreciate
Okay.
it. Trying to wrap it up.
We'll handle it on camera.
How you come back? Because
That's
me and
right.
Michael Sean are LeBron fans.
That's right. Let's right. King James, baby. Let's go.
I
In
know
the
that's
pit.
right.
And don't do that, Jay. Don't do
I
that.
know you're trying to go to heaven. You better watch what you say.
Who are you, a Kobe fan?
No, I'm just not a LeBron
She not
fan.
LeBron.
So you just a hater. The Bible says in 1 John, how can you love God who you cannot see and hate on your brother who you
Hey,
can
that's
see?
not ready. I thought it said
Come
thou
on
shalt
now.
not hate.
It does say thou shalt not hate. That's one of the commandments. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I love it. All right, y'all. Make sure you guys, you know what, look out for his show. It is called The Sports Preacher. Y'all give it up for this man right here.
Can I tell them where they can follow
Oh,
me?
yeah,
right
go
quick?
ahead. Go ahead.
On social media, just type in I Preach Sports. That's
I
how you
Preach
can,
Sports.
The letter I Preach Sports, and on Facebook, yeah, just find me, the Sports Preach on Facebook.
Sports Preach.
But all other social media at I Preach Sports. So
I
guys,
love it.
thank you guys so much, man.
All
Thank
right,
you.
y'all give it up for the
Congratulations.
Reverend
Yes,
Donald
sir.
Perry.
Good stuff.
Man, that's good.
Thank you.
No problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you need some dirt on Chris. Just let me know.
I know it.
I should have called him and told him I was coming this morning.
I know it. That's interesting. I did not know that. Y'all, I forget. I always forget my husband.
How did y'all meet? How did you?
He was in Iowa, and
She's gonna run tomorrow at
and I was at an
7:25.
event
Tomorrow?
here.
Okay.
With
Perfect.
him. We went to a
Thank you,
club,
thank you,
and I was
thank you.
leaving, and he was there. He just started talking, but we were long distance.
Yeah.
But when he told me he wasn't your average brother, I
we'll
said,
talk.
"What? You got it?"
Yeah.
I like that.
He could do. He could do. We'll get up.
All right,
It's nice to
thank
meet
you.
you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Hey, eat these donuts, man. Eat these donuts.
I am.
All right, girls.
The devil
Thank
is
y'all.
with that
Thank
sugar.
you.